How you going, French ticklers? I'm at the Melbourne Comedy Festival. I've got 1 week left and I've finally got around to looking up my reviews. The one that I saw is pretty interesting. I don't really like reviews because I feel like they can just write whatever they want about, you know, your work, something they can't even do, but then there's no rebuttal for me. So I thought I would review the review. And this review I got, I actually cannot tell if it's a good review or a bad review, because it could be taken either way. The headline says it all. It says, filthy Frenchy, not to all tastes. Fucking oath I'm not. Now, I don't know why Frenchy is Frenchy. I guess so people don't think she's ripping on French people, who can be filthy, let's be honest. They do love their cheese and wine, so that's got to come out at some point. If you can't figure out that the comedian with a mullet and pedo moustache is filthy, you're probably not the smartest tool in the shed, are you? Not to all tastes. I feel like every show ever isn't to all tastes. Like even like a G-rated show is not to my taste. If I got stuck in a room where someone's doing witty puns about bread and airports, I'd want to shove a screwdriver in my own fucking eyeball. So nothing's to all tastes, you fuck. Doesn't matter. This review was written by a journalist called Charlotte, who writes for The Age. I wanted to get a feel for the sort of stories she does so I could know what to expect from my review. So I looked at some of her stories from this year just to see what level of journalism she's on. Is she Pulitzer Prize winning? CNN doing stories on war-torn Africa? Is she doing stories about Hogwarts, which is even more important? Let's find out. Is voicemail dead? Experts say yes. She wrote a whole article about whether voicemail is dead. Eat your veggies, meet the parents raising vegan families. Fuck off. Sex work meets dinosaur farm, Australia's last ostrich farm. So now it's an article about how ostrich meat is sustainable, delicious, and nutritious. But I thought she was for the vegan family. I'm getting very mixed messages from this. Frenchy show review, ostrich farms. Meet the drivers behind Uber. Uber drivers around the country reveal why they do what they do. For fucking money, what Uber driver's gonna be like, oh, I just fucking love taking people where they need to go. Some people going to the shops, some people airport, some people just looking for a hand job. And yeah, sometimes I give it to them, sometimes I don't. They give me a $2 tip, yes. So she's done some groundbreaking articles. Let's see how I go in the review. Frenchy, turn it up, 3.5 stars. So if that's out of 5, that's pretty good. If that's out of 20, I'm fucked. I think it's out of 5, so I'm pretty happy with that. It's gonna be some positive comments if she's giving me 3.5 stars. Benjamin Frenchy French is not an act you would take your mother to, or even some of your close friends. First thing I hate about that, she's using my slave name, Benjamin, which I don't like. I prefer being called Frenchy, or Big Papi, Voldemort, Big Dick McGee, the Diverginator, or the Scorpion King, Anorexic Cracked Out Shaped Big Bird. There's a lot of other names she could have gone with. Benjamin, my most hated, so that's okay. Not an act you would take your mother to. Who the fuck's going to comedy shows with their mother, for starters? Apart from if you're underage and you need the parental supervision. If my mum likes a comedy show, I know I will fucking hate it. You can't just assume mothers wouldn't like my show. All mothers are different. Did you just generalize and stereotype mothers for not liking filthy Frenchy? Pretty rude. I actually do get a fair few mothers at my show. Some are just full up for it. Some get stitched up by their children, and their kids like 14, 15, 16 will show them one video, like a clean video I do. Oh yeah, that doesn't look too bad. He's doing a little slug, that's kind of funny. Okay, I'll come have a look. Then they go, oh yeah, you should sit in the front row too. Get the best view, and he never talks to the audience. And the first thing I do, I'll be like, yo, is that your mum? They're like, yeah. I'm like, she's a fucking MILF. She looks to her daughter straight up, goes, you lied to me. And then I just hit on her the whole show. So good thing they didn't review that show, because that was, even for me, shouldn't have got the dick out. Then there's the picture of me from 2014. That is a fresh Frenchy. That's when I was still full of hopes and dreams. The slender comedian with a mullet and classy Aussie larrikin attitude entered the stage to rock music and flashing lights. Who uses the word slender? Are you implying that I'm Slender Man?
Slender Man, all the children try to run.
Classic Aussie larrikin attitude. Fuck, this is getting me hard, all these compliments. Early on in the piece, the Wollongong teacher turned comedian who built an audience via YouTube videos confessed he had a filthy mouth. My mouth's not even filthy, I got rid of all my herpes. This is my favourite sentence. This is going to be on the poster next year. From child molestation and inbreeding to erectile dysfunction and masturbation, a constant effort was made to provoke and disturb. What's disturbing about inbreeding? It's just a lifestyle. I honestly didn't think any of those topics were disturbing. It's just a regular Saturday at my uncle's house. What I hate about that is she goes child molestation, inbreeding, erectile dysfunction, masturbation. Completely forgot about Maddie McCann jokes, Bill Cosby jokes, Malaysian Airlines. I cover a lot more topics, like give me some credit. Michael Jackson, obviously, Harry Potter. But the show was punctuated with subtleties that made you think he might come clean and instill a moral lesson in his audience. Nah, if you're coming to a Frenchy show for a moral lesson, you need to have a look at yourself. That's the thing, reviewers, they want like a Hannah Gadsby type show. They want, oh, okay, I'm not laughing, but I'm learning, and the world's better because of your show. They don't want a show that just makes you fucking laugh from start to finish. And then she does a quote from me, which is the one moral lesson apparently I have in this show. Do as to others, blah, blah, blah. I'm not gonna spoil the quote like she did. He said in an effort to illustrate it was unacceptable to heckle women from a car. I don't think I ever said it was unacceptable. I said, it is acceptable if you yell the right things. Like, don't just yell, nice butthole. It's 2019, have some respect. You need to yell, I believe in equality. Hope you earn equal pay for equal work. Get rid of the tax on tampons. They fucking love that stuff. You yell that. Sick titties. Okay, I don't know about that one. Do you like Quidditch? They always like Harry Potter. You can still yell that. Want to ride on my broomstick? That one you can only yell if you're on an actual broomstick and offering them a lift. Do you know what I mean? You can't just, you can't point to your cock after that one. The lesson was followed by a string of jabs at child abuse within the church, and the act finished with a signature Shoey, sculling a beer from an audience member's shoe. I like that she had to explain what the Shoey is. Like, her readers don't know what a Shoey is. There's no fucking way you're like a Frenchy show. And they weren't jabs at child abuse within the church. I was saying I was for child abuse if they deserve it. And I don't even do the Shoey every show anymore. I only did that night as I explained because it was such a good show. But that's okay. And that's the whole review. I feel like reviews should be a bit more unbiased. You need to say, there's the bad things about the show, there's the good things. I didn't like this, but the audience seemed to like it, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I'm not a reviewer for a newspaper. I have a real job. And I think I would review her review. It's not bad. Charlotte, I quite liked it, especially the child molestation line. So I'll give it 2.9 out of 10. Work to do. The best thing about this review is that I can now use it to sell more tickets. One more week in Melbourne, guys. Hopefully see you there. Watch out, I'm a bit filthy. Don't bring your mum or even some of your close friends.
Fuck you, I'm doing a Shoey.